So we know that now you've came over, okay, we've optimized both of these things to make sure that you can get funded. No matter, I don't care if you're 18 or 85. This right here, we can make that happen. We do that. Okay, so now the goal though is to get you funding. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna talk about funding. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys an example of how not only do you get the funding, but what do you do when you get the funds? And I want to show you just one investment vehicle. This is just an example of one of the investment vehicles that I send a lot of clients to. This year alone, I've probably put 75 clients in this investment vehicle that are literally returning yields like this. And so I want to give you an example of how that works. The reason we do this is to set up to get max funding, right? We're going to now do capital stacking to get somewhere between 100 to 250,000 is what our goal is going to be. Capital stacking is a combination of multiple banks using that Tetris board, knowing exactly what credit bureau the bank pulls from, and then which banks we can go to in what order. We figure all that out for you. Gotten past that now. So now we're going to go talk about the money. So let's just keep this simple math. Okay, and let's say we went to the first couple of banks and we've gotten $100,000. Okay, you now have $100,000 access capital. If you don't already have somewhere to deploy that capital or you're not quite sure what you're going to do with it, this is the strategy and what we recommend. Now, whenever you hire a company like us, we pay based off of what's called a success fee. So you'll pay somewhere between, usually around 15% of whatever you get funded in your fees. Okay, so that's $15,000. Let's say in this case, right off the bat, that is your fee, right? So now you have $85,000 that's left. Now, I want to talk about that fee real quick. A lot of people get hung up on that. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm going into debt before I've even done anything. Well, if you're getting funding for the purposes of going into debt, then don't get funded. You need to get funded for the purposes of investing, which is what I'm showing you how to do. So we're not going to worry about this right this second because it's just part of the equation.